Welcome back everybody to another episode of Let's Play Call of Cthulhu. After the last episode and us accepting the Sarah Hawkins case, we made our way to Darkwater Island, where we met with the local inhabitants. We found a new ally in the captain, and I immediately forgot his name, but we can have a quick look over to our people. And there we go, James Fitzroy. He actually brought us over to Darkwater on his boat and introduced us to the area. We've talked to Roy Mitchell, who is the owner of the Stranded Whale Bar, and we immediately picked up on some quarrels between the local fishermen and a group of, well, let's just say less savory characters, apparently led by a lady, where we only know the synonym as cat at the moment. Anyhow, we were set with a task, and that was to find Warehouse 36, which obviously belonged to the Hawkins family. And so far the clues weren't really alluding to all that much, but we are at the entrance, so without further ado, let's see what awaits us in this mysterious warehouse.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
To enter a reconstruction scene, hold left and right mouse button. Oh wow, that's bright. Okay, I guess those are our detective prowess now?
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Bottle of sleeping pills, alright. What else do we have?
These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. Someone has been taking them since the time of the Hawkins death.
Okay, so fairly recent then, yeah? What is over here? That... Oh wow. That looks a little bit like an altar of sorts, no?
What happened here?
Okay. Someone smashed that mirror. Can we investigate this further? No, we can just literally recreate it and see, okay. A figure that smashed it. And some bandages on the floor. Okay. Let's see what else we can find. What's over here? Oh, that looks like fish guts.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Oh boy. And some rotting fish still hanging from hooks from the ceiling. Wonder why no one took them off. Weird. And another one of those paintings.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Leave a reconstruction scene. Again, hold both mouse buttons. Can't make out if it's male or female. Just see that someone's kneeling in front of it. Almost like in a pleading form. And what is this?
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Someone sleeping, cradled with that picture in their hands? Interesting. They had a boy, but the boy was 11 years old, if memory serves me right. Doubtful that this would be him. What do we have here? Le Petit Parisien. Okay, yet another newspaper clipping, but we can't look at it, which is a shame. And I think with this we have already explored everything, so let's leave the reconstruction. Alright. New clue memorized, Hawkins Warehouse, and we earned another character point. Fantastic. Okay, what do we have here? P skills, so we have 4 CP now. Ooh, we could level up our eloquence once more. Those still need 6. That means we have everything on 3. I don't know if it's good to have everything evenly or if we should just strengthen one part in particular. I really like spot hidden. I don't like the idea of potentially missing out on important things, even if they're not 100% necessary to play through the game. I think I'll hold off for it for just a little bit longer, but let's have a look at the clues. Hawkins Warehouse. Officially unused since Charles Hawkins' death, this warehouse recently housed a clandestine resident. Signs of life attest to the fact. The presence of blood-stained bandages must also be noted, probably removed from a wound, as well as pills, painkillers and sleeping pills. Moreover, the occupant seems to be obsessed with Sarah Hawkins, as attested by the presence of several documents connected to the artist's life, photograph, press cutting. But it is the discovery of a partly charred painting, recognized by Officer Bradley as having come from the Hawkins mansion, that allows all doubts to be lifted as the link between the contents of this building and the Hawkins case. Okay, one little flaw here. The discovery of a partly charred painting recognized by Officer Bradley. We haven't even spoken to Officer Bradley yet. So that is a bit of an odd conclusion. Oh, that was the crouch button. Oh yes, and you see, it's the same signature. It's the swiveled S and then that woven H that goes into it. So Sarah Hawkins, so it's definitely one of her pictures, that's for sure. Okay. Can we do anything else here? Probably not. And those candles just keep on burning, yeah? Interesting. Very interesting. Alright. I guess we have what we need, and should probably try and leave here again, hopefully.
Someone has settled in here.
Oh shit.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You did. Let's not threaten the police officer. We could team up. Someone else is interested in Hawkins. This is far from being one up. Let's see if we can... Let's try it.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Oh.
Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again.
Cat, I presume.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Who are you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look
Well.
behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Oh.
You see the building?
Oh wow.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. That's great. I wasn't expecting that at all. When we made the offer to work together, he said, hey, I'd hate to be taken for a fool. And I was almost ready to ramble and say, hey, this is a sincere offer, but looks like we got him on board. Anyhow, let's see what the mansion has in store. That's a pretty damn scar. Officer Bradley? Oh. I wonder if that's the crazy person that Fitzgerald told us about. Not necessarily crazy, but, you know.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Okay. Damn. What a building.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Old Winchester. Okay. I thought the mansion burned in a fire. Yeah, that's true. Considering that there was a big fire that killed 3, this is in a surprisingly good state. Definitely run down, but still in a good state. This place is falling into ruin. You know the place very well. Investigation professional. Spot hidden professional. Unlocked answer. You're not the first to talk about Winchester. I think this is who Fitzgerald, the captain, told us about. Anything I should be wary of? Let's not waste any time. No, I want to start with, I thought the mansion burned in a fire.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Mm-hmm.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
A few. If you don't mind. You know the place very well.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Oh. So he seemed a bit harsh at the beginning when we met him first, but he seems to be a good copper. This place is falling into ruin.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I do. You're not the first to talk about Winchester.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them.
I see.
Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Is there anything else I should be wary of?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
That's a fair point. Let's not waste any more time.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Super.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Game saved. I want to quickly consult our diary because there's been a few new points now. And obviously that answered the point around the clues that we had earlier. I also just recall in the last episode when we spoke to Roy Mitchell, the owner of the bar, he also mentioned that Sarah was seeing a doctor rather frequently. Anyhow, just came back to my mind. 37. Oh, wow. Well, police officer. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him. He could help in my investigation. I wholeheartedly agree. Places. Hawkins Mansion. Gardens. The Hawkins Mansion is perched at the top of a steep cliff. The abandoned garden harbors the graves of the Hawkins family, and only the old caretaker, Silas Winchester, still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely, and still puts flowers on the graves of his old masters. It is a gloomy place. Alright. Let's go then. Okay, we have a bit of a fork in the road already, but I'll follow you, detective. At least for now. Assuming that he will know and lead the way. It's quite the statue. So Sarah's husband must have been quite the big deal then. I mean, they did say that he was a businessman, but look at this place. Anyhow, is there anything here to look at? I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. Psalms 3:5. Hello there. Oh, I guess those are the graves then. Sarah Hawkins, 1892 to 1924.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Oh. That looks like someone let out a little bit of anger, eh? Charles Hawkins, 83 to 24.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Well, someone desecrated one of the graves. Such a strange final resting place.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island.
Okay.
I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Okay.
Why were they
Strange.
buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Mm-hmm. I've seen enough
Let's
for
go
now.
to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Oh, he's quite empathetic as well. I really misjudged his character after the initial...
Poor kid.
It's that 1913. Oh, wow. Yeah, as they said, 11 years. There's at least a couple of flowers for him, but yeah. This one looks slightly different. Wonder if there's any other hints that we can pick up here, but... I guess probably not.
The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
Yes, he does. Okay. Let's give him a moment of pause and silence, and we can probably already head over. Hilltop House, built in 1693 by Reverend John Wigwood. Oh wow, so this isn't just old, it's ancient. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. Same thing again. Oh.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
Did that give us a clue again? No, it did not. What a shame. Anyhow, we should probably head up. I mean, it's obviously already late in the day, but just look at this. The lighthouse in the back, and all those naked trees. Even in its best possible state, this would be such an eerie and scary place now. Is that crow again? Is it following us? Okay. I guess we can't enter through this way, because that looks pretty much boarded up.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Okay. Doorknobs are still looking good and fresh, though. Guessing through there, then. Just want to check where this... Oh, no, we can't get through here. There's a fallen tree. Okay. Man. Just a chair. Oh, from up here.
This entrance is still in use.
Oh,
Whoa.
Jesus.
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
I'm guessing Silas Winchester.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Oh, we're on time. Do not defile this place. Grab his axe. You're hindering the peace. I work for Stephen Webster.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Okay. Sarah Hawkins was important to you. You shouldn't really need this key. Let's try this first.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do.
Nice.
Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Okay. Wonder if we can talk to him some more. Oh, there's the policeman coming now as well. Better late than never. I was hoping he would show up and kind of help out, just in case. Darkwater 64. Caretaker of the Hawkins property. The old caretaker of the Hawkins family, Silas Winchester, still watches over the family graveyard and the burned-out mansion. Devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised. He also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. Silas still puts flowers on the graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon. Okay, inventory. Oh, we got the key. Key to the tradesman's entrance. I've got hold of the key that opens the door to the tradesman's entrance in the Hawkins mansion. I hope that it was worth the risk. Well, I just want to have a quick look. Oh, wow. That looked like a massive beam up into the night sky coming from the lighthouse there, didn't it? mean, at sunrise, this must be one hell of a view, no? Oh, it's that house down there. That's the boat we arrived in. There's something else. Or maybe that is Silas's house. Maybe that's where he is actually living. Can we go there now? Oh, we can. It's nice that we have a little bit of freedom. I like that. There's a gate here.
This gate is locked.
Of course. Maybe one thing for later. Again, the lighting, really well done. The audio is sometimes a little bit iffy, so I can tell that it sometimes goes a little bit quiet, sometimes a little bit loud. But nothing too troublesome. I hope that you can hear everything properly though. I did also play around again with my sound settings because I realized that for some strange reason the audio software that I'm using currently decided to switch itself off. So I could hear the clicking of my keyboard again in the background, and I always try to kind of minimize this, not to break the immersion, and to make this a nice audio experience for you all. Okay. What do we have here? Just some firewood? Oh. Of course. A drink.
I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
That is the caretaker's home. I thought as much.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world.
Well, oh, game saved. Maybe he likes it that way. Our detective is relatively quick to judge.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
I don't mind a bourbon myself either, although I do prefer nice, good old single malt. Oh. Okay. We can take a look inside, but there's nothing we can do. Huh. Maybe that's for later. Interesting. Let's take a note of that. I'm guessing this one is going to be locked. Yep. Okay. Let's just take a look here in the corner, but I don't think there's anything here, right? No, just some rocks. Okay. Let's head back. And of course a massive axe. So he seems to have several of those. Then again, if you have big tree trunks, it's usually good to have at least a splitter and a hand axe. Makes it easier to create your firewood.
Piers, shall we enter?
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea.
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
I mean, didn't you come with me to make sure that we avoid any mistakes with him? Anyway, solved it myself, so... Okay.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and, finally, get hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building, looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place.
Alright, I will.
Who left this light on?
Yeah, good question, eh? Consult the diary. 1 second. What's... oh, the case. Find the fire scene. In the entrance hall of the mansion, a lighted lamp seems to be waiting for us, and the old caretaker who thinks he can stop people from entering. I must find the place where the Hawkins family died. En route, I'll pick up as much information as I can on their life. That's exactly what I'm intending to do. Some dried roses. What is this? Looks like a sea dragon. Something like this coming out of the water. And like a person praying to the heavens. Very interesting painting. Oh, Jesus. There he is. I'm guessing that is a picture of... Oh my goodness, that just scared the living shit out of me. So it looks like a picture of Charles. It is another Sarah Hawkins original, as indicated by the signature down there. And can you see, there looks like some weird roots or tentacles growing from behind him. Interesting. Jesus Christ, did no one clean this up?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
We can go back into our investigation mode. Let's start with this atrocity.
What kind of meat is this?
I have no idea. The pattern looks a little bit like tuna, but then it has little tentacles and weird bulges on the side. What the heck? My goodness. Any other paintings in here? Not really.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Right. He doesn't look very happy. This is the fireplace. Oh wow. Sarah and Simon in front of a car. They really had it all, didn't they? Okay. There's some smashed plates down here.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Okay. And then that leaves...
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Wait, is there nothing else here to look at? Doesn't look like it. Wow, such a close dinner table, hey? And some drinks here as well. Well, the drinks look to be empty. Yeah. Okay. Jesus, that is so bright.
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Alright, game saved. Is there anything else now that we're out of this observation mode? Yes, there is.
Sarah Hawkins painted herself with her son, Simon, ready to go somewhere, but without Charles.
That's pretty good. I just want to make sure that I don't miss anything, that's all. Okay. Look at the lighting. Oh, man. This one is not really recognizable any longer. There's a book there. Well, it's a shame. Can't pick it up. I thought maybe it's yet another medicine book. And some letters. Impossible to discern what's on them, though. I'll come to the detective in a second. Oh, there we go.
Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself.
His eyes look really scary, I'm not gonna lie. What's this?
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Oh, looks like he's been to Egypt. Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? Interesting. New clue memorized. More
Too
books.
much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Okay. More notes, but again, nothing that we can read. Oh, I guess after a while the lighter gets too hot.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
All right. Let's go into our reconstruction mindset again. There's the part of the missing painting.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Oh, that's a great point.
They had a fight. Why?
Smashed oil lamp.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Okay, interesting.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
To be fair, everybody in this game appears to be a heavy drinker. Not gonna lie.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
That's actually a really good question. Doesn't this look like Charles, but with like some sort of mask or like a shell on his face? And tentacles on the shoulder, and some blood running down this side. There's something else there.
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
What is this, 10 o'clock? 10 o'clock.
Did someone escape the fire?
Oh. Okay, I guess this always pops up as an indicator when we've found all the clues that there are to find, I hope. Interesting.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Looked like a toy soldier of sorts.
A boy.
Yeah.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Clues don't match. The fire wasn't just an accident. It's official. The police botched this investigation. The fire wasn't just an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Crime of passion. The couple had a fight.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
All right.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Fair enough. So many books. Nothing on medicine by any chance? Okay, we could go through here, but the detective officer went the other direction. Oh, hello there, little bugger. You know what? Let's have a quick look here.
This door is locked.
Oh, it's locked. Okay. Oh, see? History of Medicine in the 18th Century. This collection of medical knowledge and health practices in the 18th century actually only covers the so-called civilized countries. It does not deal with the influence of holistic medicines or medicines from continents considered inferior. Okay. Medicine progression. How far are we now? 26. Oh wow. The increase is so small. It's a real shame. And we haven't even gotten a little bit of an increase in occultism. Damn it, I can't speak today. More books. Oh, bandages again.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Similar to what we found in the warehouse, right? Why is there a question mark on the bottom left? I don't understand. Is that a hint? Why is it flashing? Oh, what's this? A crowbar found in Hawkins Manor. It probably belongs to the caretaker, Silas.
A crowbar.
Oh,
Could prove useful.
Ah, gotcha. So if this icon is flashing, it means there's like a hidden item that we can find. And more pages scattered around the floor. I don't want to go over just yet.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Okay. Nothing else. Oh my goodness, this mansion is so freaking huge. Oh wow. Looks like a picture of the town. Maybe the mansion when it was first built, how it started out. Some insects. Oh, hello. Oh, we can't really go any further. Is that the front door?
This door is blocked from the outside.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, one of those bookshelves where you need a ladder to get to the top. Always wanted to have one of those. I think they are amazing. What do we have here?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated 1818.
That would be worth a pretty penny. There he is. Oh. Look at that. Huge. Again, all in order. Did only that one room burn? And they still died. That's so weird. Another Sarah Hawkins original. Oh, look. And there is a picture of Legolas. No, I'm just kidding. But, wonder who that's supposed to be. Maybe it's Charles's father? The Human Body, a comparative analysis. A precise and very detailed treatise on the particularities of the human body compared to the animal world. The simplicity of its writing and the vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. Medicine progression. Very nice. It's definitely worth looking around.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Hey, and we saw the dimension was dated back to 1600 and something, right? That bust looks melted. Or something melted over it. Very strange. There's that same picture again that was on the other wall, but in a different hue. There really is a lot to look at here. What What is with those busts?
Moby Dick.
Oh, Melville.
Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Not surprising to find an edition of this.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Absolutely. The piano. Oh.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Hmm. More smashed plates, more stuff. But nothing really catches our attention here. More books, everything's scattered around. Jesus Christ, look how big this place is. Oh.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Oh, Scylla, like as in the ship, with the incredible, the mythical fishing success, right?
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Letter of complaint. Dear Sir, as you know, I have always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Interesting, but it doesn't state what exactly. Behavior of your wife. She terrified the clientele. Okay. Interesting. Let's carry on with our search. Oh, this is the main complex, but we couldn't go up the stairs because of the blockage there, yeah. We could jump down there. I'm not gonna try it now because I don't want to walk all the way back, but... Anything else here? Nope. Hello, Mr. Reddy. Okay, another door. What the fudge is with this creepy room? Oh, a toy ship. Looks like a toy Titanic. Burned place. Something's gonna jump at me, isn't it?
Boys' room.
Wow. He made certainly some interesting drawings. Not worrying or frightening at all. Oh. Sleeping pills. Okay.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Oh yeah. All of the soldiers are outwards, see? Even the ones on the chair. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. Pictures by W. W. Denslow. Amazing. Oh gosh. Even more here. What if there's anything else? Yet another poster for The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Now we can look at the book.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Okay, so I guess we have to look at those in order.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Well,
what nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
that's a good question.
Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
That's for damn sure. New clue memorized. The boys' room. And it looks like there's more for us to discover here. Let's see if we can find it. Okay. Ew, spiderwebs. Ghastly.
What was going through that boy's mind?
Well, that's precisely what we're trying to find out, right? So something must be here still. Under the bed, maybe? Oh. Oh, yes, look.
The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Simon's private journal. He seemed worried about his mother and her attacks. Tension also seems to be growing between the Hawkins couple. Could the fire be the result of an argument? Today with Mother, we played in the garden, but she is still sad. I hate it when she is sad. Is she angry with Father? Sunday, Father scolded me. He shouted bad and wanted to spank me, but Mother did not want him to. He is always angry. Why? There are lots of strange things in his office. I just wanted to look at them. Tuesday, I built a castle for Mother and me. Told her to come and hide with me. Wednesday, she's always painting monsters. I don't like her monsters. I have bad dreams, and they come into my bedroom and look at me. I cry and Mother shouts at me, and Father says that I must take tablets. They are not nice. I don't want to take them. Mother is screaming again. She cries a lot. Father is sad too and angry with Mother. I don't know why. Oh, and this is erased. Oh, look, and there's this weird, fishy meal. Mother is sad again. At lunch, we ate in silence. It was strange. Father said, finish your dishes. We always eat the same thing. It looks like rotten fish and it smells very bad. Why does he always want us to eat that? It's not very nice. If we have to eat it again tonight, I will throw my plate on the floor and smash it. Oh, so there we go. Now we understand the turn of events. Interesting. So the father made them eat this weird fish. The mother seemed to be plagued by some form of terrors. The key that opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office was concealed. Well, not concealed enough. Because we found it. Right. There's some empty canvases. I wonder if that's her office. Was there another door here? I think there was. Oh, that's the office then. Holy bajoli. What the heck has been going on here? This looks like a summoning circle.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fate brought us together, and forever it will bind us. Charles Hawkins scribbled a kind word to his wife. Sweet nothings. Okay. Okay. Oh. Sorry, we need to wait just for a second here. Cool, now we got it again. Luckily, it seems only to be momentarily when we can't use the lighter.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of money. Remember the debt that Charles had in the pub? That was about, what did we say, $58 or $85 or something? She made more than up for it. Boston Client, JF. Boston Client, Exhibition. Look at those prices. JF. There's a lot of repeat purchases, right? FS, JF. Dr. F. AD. Returned. Oh wow, FS. 1,680. The Shambler for FS.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Francis Sanders. Did we have that name before? Let me quickly have a look. That's just what's good. Clues. Oh wow, there's a few now. Let's quickly go over them. Photograph. Yeah, we had that one. Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer from exotic ruins. Smashed oil lamp. According to police report, this lamp is the cause of the accidental fire that destroyed the mansion. However, bloodstains on the debris tell a very different story. Partly burnt shoe. Seems like it belonged to Sarah Hawkins. Broken clock. The glass of this heavy clock is broken, and the hands show 10 o'clock. It could give the time of the fire, or have nothing to do with it. The scene of the fire. Contradicting the police report, the Hawkins drawing room tells a totally different version of the fire that claimed the whole family, beginning with the presence of a handprint that throws up the possibility of a survivor. The bodies of Charles and Sarah Hawkins left no mark on the floor, nor, to that matter, in the drawing room, contrary to that of the child, still visible close to the fireplace. The same goes for the glass shards on the floor. A close inspection reveals the presence of blood on several of them. On the wall, the very clear mark left by the painting found in the Hawkins Warehouse confirms that the Hawkins case could be much more than a domestic accident. Oh, that was the letter of complaint from Anton Wellert. In the little boy's room, an abandoned book on the bed and toys scattered on the ground talk about the everyday life of a normal family. But the disturbing drawings and the sleeping pills raise suspicions that even Simon Hawkins may have been suffering from mental illness. Was the boy able to see things like her mother pretended to be? Like his mother pretended to be? Anyway. Simon's private journal. He seemed worried about his mother and her attacks. Tension also seems to grow between the Hawkins couple. Could the fire be the result of an argument? Script count works. And then the ledger. This... Oh, wait. Oh, no. A.W. Andrew Wellert. I thought for a second the returned one, but it's a D. Okay, it's not Andrew Wellert. Alright, inventory, what we have here. A crowbar found in Hawkins Manor, probably belongs to the caretaker. And the key that opens the door to Sarah Hawkins' office was concealed. Okay. So what's this one?
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Interesting. Again, those melted busts. Strange. So strange. I'm trying very purposefully not to enter this circle, but look. Oh, I forgot the word for it. Basically, where you put the canvases on top for painting, and then a rather large stick. Oh no, maybe that has just it just broken off from there, so that's fine. Okay, I think we looked through everything here. Let me go. No.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Alright, that's fine. Might then be this one from here.
What will her room reveal about her?
Oh, so this was her office and now it's her room. Oh,
This padlock is too complicated for me.
I see. So either you find the key to enter it, or if you're whatever skill that is then. Probably investigation, right? If that would be higher, we could potentially open it. We don't have enough CP, at least not at this point, I feel. Yeah. Oh no, we have 7 available now, and we need 6 for the next level. Oh, but I think I want to use... I think I want to go for Spot Hidden. I think that's what we're gonna do. Nice. So we are now expert. Very good. And we need another 6 for the next level. Characterization, do you want to quit? No, I don't want to quit. Oh, sorry. That was skills, the clues. What was I asked to find? Oh, that was the very dear Sarah. Knowledge. Oh, we've got a couple of things. The medicine books, human body, Moby Dick. That's it. Cool. I just want to try and kind of stay on top of those things as well. Oh,
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
a barbiturate prescription. I am going to be honest, I have to look this up. I don't know what barbiturate means. Dr. Thomas Fuller, Riverside Institute, Darkwater, Massachusetts. This 21st of July, 24. 75 milligram of amobarbital sodium. Oh, barbiturate. To be taken every 4 to 6 hours, as required. If attacks become too violent, add 25 milligram of phenobarbital up to 3 times a day. Do not consume alcohol or any other medication during the period of treatment. Dr. Thomas Fuller. Take to Darkwater General Store. TF.
Such an excessive dose. Either this man is a charlatan, or Sarah's condition is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Or both. Could be both.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that, I know something. See if there's anything else over here. Oh, the sounds are really well done as well. What's this then? Sketchpad. Sarah Hawkins sketches more like a gallery of horrors than anatomical studies. Do they represent what haunts her nights? That looks a little bit like skeletons. And then clearly a tentacled creature. Oh, occultism progression. Let me have a quick look at PS. We have our first 5%. Wonderful. We got the clues. It's just the note from the doctor and the barbiturates. An inventory is knowledge. Sarah Hawkins sketches look like more. Yeah, we had that one. Just now. Can't open this big drawer. And there's a tick box, so it looks like we have all the hidden things from this room at the very least. Don't know if there's anything else here to look at, but it does not seem like it. Alright.
This door is locked.
Alright. I guess that marks the end of our investigation. So we should probably head back and find our police officer. Talk to him about our findings. And I think this has already been a rather long episode again, despite me pledging that I would do shorter episodes, but my goodness is this fun. I really like kind of just this exploration part.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest.
Okay.
We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Okay. I wonder whether there's more for us to discover.
The piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
So probably means that I have not found everything just yet.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Oh.
There's something disturbing about this painting.
It looks a little bit as someone built Stonehenge on top of an island and then kind of let a bomb explode.
There's something disturbing about this painting.
Yeah, very much. Oh.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh my god, I love that book.
A story about the mysteries of the deep.
A rare edition of Jules Verne's novel. Oh my goodness, I don't remember. It's been ages since I last read it, but I've read this book many times. Captain Nemo and the Nautilus. Oh. There's another crowbar. I wonder whether we could have, taken this one as well. Alright, so that looks like that's it. At least from this side. We had this one. Any more books? Oh, wait, there's one more over here.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Interesting. Didn't we find something earlier that said the 1400s were when the first people already came here? That's strange then. There's some slight contradicting information. Not necessarily contradicting, but differing.
Greek mythology.
Yeah, we had that one.
Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Let me walk all this up again. I wonder if we can jump down here. No, we cannot. Okay. Cannot enter here. Well.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Game saved. Let's have a quick look what this one brought forth, and then I think this is a great moment to take a pause. Ceremonial circle. If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the Elder Sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. Extract taken from the Malleus Bestiarum by Abigail G. Very interesting. Okay. Inventory knowledge. 20,000 leagues. Alright. 28.5, nothing else. Okay. Alright, so the game has just saved and I don't know when the next point is, so I think I will make a pause here and we will continue our investigation on the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I will see you again on the next one. Until then, please look after yourself and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.